Good morning, student. Welcome to e-commerce class. Today we are discussing the topics electronic business strategy, electronic strategy. This topic we are discussing today. It will be asked in exam for 5 marks. E-business strategy. We know that e-business is use of the internet to conduct business, to earn higher revenues, achieve reduced cost or reach an unreserved market. Internet includes all technologies and applications enabled by the internet. Here in electronic business, we are using internet as a main tool. In e-business strategy is essential for the organizations that are involved in electronic business, that is conducting business over the internet. Here electronic business strategy defines both the short-term and long-term electronic business goals and involves careful and skilled planning. E-business strategy is a part of the corporate strategy and business plan. It also interconnects with other plans including marketing, organizational and IT strategic plans. This definition sometimes they will ask in exam like what is e-business strategy? Only for 2 marks this much you can write. And e-business strategy is part of the corporate strategy and business plan. Here it also interconnects with other plans including marketing, organizational and IT strategic plans. E-business needs e-strategy to successfully execute its process. Here electronic business includes your internet as well as marketing. For that and all you required human resource, technically sound skilled persons. Everything should be there in electronic business strategy. Here electronic business strategy involves the following points it's having. First one is e-risk management and future planning. Like risk management, whatever the products they are selling, maybe it is electronic goods or any other goods or they are providing any training, that management should be there, risk management, and future planning should be there according to the new technologies, according to the customers' feedback. Again the changes will be done in the marketing of the electronic business. Second one, website technology, applications, infrastructure, security resources and budget. It is also very important aspect here. Website technology, always the technology will be changing periodically, that they have to update and new front ends will be introduced in a market that they have to apply in electronic business. And infrastructure also they required, physical infrastructure as well as virtual infrastructure they have to change. They have to set security aspects like we discussed last class, electronic security like by encryption and using decryption. We are giving security for the internet business, and also huge budget is required for electronic business. Okay, next point will be website content. In that information architecture, customer experience, design, branding and marketing is involved. Here website content, whatever the website content is there, that should be up to dated. Present what the customer feedbacks are there, what customer wants. According to that, the website content should be there, and it will be attracted to different areas customers, because the website will be worldwide. So every person of world, they are using the different websites, then content should be very up to dated. And the information architecture, customer experience, like whenever you click on the options and whenever you choose the option, that is a feedback for the companies. Based on that, the content should be designed and branding should be there. So many people will purchase the products based on brand names, because the brand name gives the quality products. Whenever you purchase any branded quality products, Raymond's, like for clothing and all, for men clothing, Raymond's is there, Peter England is there. See, these are the different brands, their quality is good. So many people will purchasing those kind of clothes or those kinds of products by the brand names, that they have to maintain. And marketing strategy should be there. These are the main points which involved in electronic business strategy. As well as marketing planning and budgeting is there. Same thing, they have to plan for the marketing, and budgeting is its budget will be in crores, in lakhs, that they have to maintain. Okay. The next, e-commerce planning, like totally everything they should plan first. Electronic commerce, like buying and selling their products in huge market, they have to consider the market, it's very vast. Based on the various different kinds of customers, they have to plan their electronic commerce business. Then re-engineering. Then one more point is change management strategy. Periodically they have to be perfect in technical based, as well as skilled person should be there, and based on different software they have to apply for this electronic business. Okay. And management strategy also they have to change periodically based on their profit. Like they are maintaining correctly means there is no need of change of management and all. But if lack of any loss or anything happened, they have to change the management. Again they have to reset everything to achieve the highest sale, highest revenues from the marketing. Okay, this is about your electronic business strategy. These are the different e-business strategies. Already we discussed 7 e-business strategies. Next one will be e-strategy. Here simply a strategy is a plan of action or operations designed to define the long-term goals and objectives of the firm and then provide a means to achieve them. Like it is one plan. For example, what's your strategy? You can ask like this for a student. If he is studying any IAS or KS or any competitive exam he is facing, then so many people will ask, what's your strategy? What's your planning for to achieve that goal? Okay, to achieve that goal, what plans you have done? Long-term plans or short-term plans, what and all work you are doing, how you are reading. That is a strategy of a student. Like that only strategy of a businessman is different. Okay, it is different than like which action we are performing. Based on that we have to make a strategies. Okay, here also same thing here in e-commerce. E-strategy is an iterative process to create or modify an organization's business model for electronic business. Okay, here strategy is different in electronic business. Like they have to iteratively again and again they have to process to create and modify the organization business models, because The same website content they can't show regularly. They have to change that, they will modify based on the feedback of the customer or whatever the information they are getting from the market. If another competitive companies they are explaining in different way, means they have to apply same methodology with a different new ideas. They have to change their strategy. Okay. Here each strategy is all about how the modern technologies can support our business strategy. It focuses on integrating emerging technology. Okay. In an electronic strategy, they have to think the new technologies, new ideas, and the upcoming customers, how they are giving feedback. Based on that, they have to change their strategy in electronic business. Okay. Next will be here in business model business, infrastructure and information technology are the key elements. Here infrastructure means here planning, finance, management, everything, infrastructure and information technology, the internet concepts and all, that should be, that two are the key elements in electronic business. Here electronic strategy drives the information technology strategy. Electronic strategy covers all the elements and activities of an electronic business without concentrating on only few things. It is not just designing a commercial website or setting up the distribution channel, but considers entire supply chain. Okay, here everything will be considered in this electronic business. Each strategy focuses on creating maximum value to the firm and its stakeholders. Here it will creating maximum value to the firm and also the stakeholders. It does not relate to creating revenues or reducing costs through the internet. Here it does not relate to creating revenues or reducing a cost through the internet. Companies with high information presence were the first to look electronic commerce as an alternate ways of conducting business. Okay, in this e-strategy, the companies will be taking care of everything about the electronic business, as well as in a supply chain management. Everyone is involved, like manufacturers, retailers, suppliers, as well as the end customers. Okay, everything will be planned over here in electronic business. They have to keep the electronic strategy to improve in electronic business. Electronic business strategy they have to maintain, as well as electronic strategy they have to maintain for successfully running the electronic business or do the electronic commerce through the different websites. Okay. Okay, this is about today's class. And example for electronic strategy, here you can give example like software companies, much of their business is done through the internet. The website provides in-depth product information through electronic brochure, video, client opinion, etc. Best example is SAP. The software development companies are using SAP and they will be perfect in SAP. They will give the solution to the so many different manufacturing companies. Software companies are the guide for the manufacturing companies. The manufacturing companies are using the SAP for their transferring the goods or maintaining the stock details, and all over the world they are maintaining sales, purchase, everything through the SAP. But that SAP will be managed by the software companies. They will hire the software engineers for maintaining the SAP for huge companies of manufacturing unit of different products. Okay, that will be managed by software companies. The companies will pay the amount to the software companies, and the software companies will hire the employees for doing that work, and they will pay the salary to the employees, the engineers. Okay. Here everything will be managed to the software companies. Here sales leads are generated online, purchase and fund transfer is done through online, everything will be online there. The software companies, for example Accenture, IBM, Infosys, these people will hire the engineers to do that work of different manufacturing companies, like huge companies are there, Pepsi company, Coca-Cola company, different, so many different companies are there. Their work will be done through the software companies, through the software engineers. Okay. It will be one kind of electronic business only, and they will maintain certain electronic strategies to improve, to get the benefit from the companies. Okay. Okay. That's it. Today's class we discussed electronic business strategy as well as electronic strategy. Okay, next class we will discuss different topics. Have a good day, be healthy and be happy.